Hey guys, I just bought a tank. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Dreams on Emulsion channel. I'm sorry for the long delay for this new video, but I was waiting a little bit for a specific content I wanted to put out there, and that's about a tank I just bought. So if you guys are in the photography world, especially analog photography, film photography, you guys, there goes my cat once more. There. And you probably know the joke, the tank. So I was looking forward to this buy for a long time now, and the buy was, or is, and still is, this guy here, the Canon T90. So I am and have been always fascinated by this type of cameras since I knew they exist. Let me sip my coffee here. I just woke up and I'm still with the sleepy eyes, so trying to get back into the groove of the day. Well, going back. So I was always fascinated by these type of cameras. And the type R that I consider a kind of a mix. So there are a mix of the older method of building a camera, fully manual, fully mechanic, and with the new technologies, electronic parts of a camera. So like, I don't have a Nikon F100. I'm also on the hunt for one, but they're kind of pricey around here. So I don't know specifically why they are so pricey, but they are, and they are still off the price range I am willing to pay, because if you have seen my videos before, I kinda like to get things under control in terms of pricing. Some people say I'm kind of cheap, but it works for me, and I have a good collection of cameras now. The cameras I like to use, I have used them all, and they all work. I have a couple cameras I bought for spare parts, but that's a different thing, right? So all the cameras I have bought, I have used, and I will use them once more and more and more. I don't want to buy cameras to put on the shelf. I want to use them. Okay, so the F100 is still way expensive. Well, especially because I don't have any lenses for it. I'm kind of not in that area still, so I need to buy the camera and the lens. Or one lens, and I'm still looking for the right price. But the Canon T90, in my opinion, right, kind of fits on the same area, which is cameras that are a mix of the old and the new. So in my mind, the Canon T90 and probably the F100, I have not used it yet, the Nikon, but I hope to use it soon. So they are fully automatic, electronic winder and metering, all of that stuff, but they still use manual focus and the old manual setting lenses. So it's kind of a mixed match of the great worlds, and I was always fascinated by it, and I am not disappointed at all with the T90. So the T90 has the nickname of the tank because it's kind of a tank, well built and lasts forever. It was built in 1980 something, so it's 30 something years old already, and at least my sample that I bought, it works great. I'm very happy with it, and I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts. And if you want to see more technical details, you just, as usual, they are online, and just go on and find them. This is just my thoughts and my feelings about the camera. Okay, so I got this sample here. So it was the camera, the lens, and more. I'll show you more. So as you can see, it looks awesome. Has no scuffs, no marks, no bracing on the flash socket. So it kind of looks awesome. I mean, when I was looking at the ad and I saw the price just had went down, and I'll tell the price in a second when I show you all the bundle I bought. So it looks very clean, man. Even the battery socket. And one of the things I enjoy about this camera is that it uses regular AA's. Do you see these batteries here? The Lada ones, the one from IKEA. I have a video about them. Go and check it out. They work great, really. For the price, get them. So it uses regular AA's, I have a EOS 5 and EOS 3, and they use that battery, the CR5, isn't that the name? It's kind of easily to obtain when you think about it and you plan it and you order it, but if you are out and about, if you run out of that battery, you run out, and it has happened to me. You either, at least in my living area where I live, and also abroad, you either very lucky or you pay a premium for them. They charge a bunch for that battery, and these ones are readily available. Come on. So this is one of the things I actually enjoy about one of the things I enjoy is it uses the blaze. So you can just go to the supermarket and get the blaze, and you're set. Go ahead and continue shooting. So the only thing that stops me from shooting with this camera is if I run out of film. It's kind of harder to work around, but it's doable. So I got the camera and I got the lens. So the lens, it's a 15mm 1.5, and I think it can be considered a kit lens, but it's nice and clean, man. When I met the guy and I checked the lens, I was like, it's perfect. No, come on, how old is this lens? It's kind of hard to be perfect, but it's 85 to 90% there. So dude, I was nice and happy with it. So nice, man. I will not open it because I have film there, but it looks good and it feels awesome. So I have biggish hands, so I kind of struggle with small cameras, but this one, come on, it just, yeah, it feels awesome. I'm not at all disappointed. So what I got with this kit was the camera, the lens, the user's manual. It's in German, but what you're gonna do, I have it. And I got also this flash here. So the flash, it's the Canon Speedlight 300 TL. And once again, it looks, man, look at it. It has even the seal of the past. It looks like it was put on yesterday. It looks awesome. It works. I have put some batteries. I have shot it. It works. No issues there, man. Come on. And had the pouch. See? So the flash, the camera, the lens, the pouch, and the camera strap, which is not bad at all. It looks great. It's wide, and I don't like camera straps, but I got it anyways. So I got all of this for the price of 90 euros, 90. Okay, I would consider that a good price for the amount of kit you get, at least that I got. So goodbye. So I will just say that one thing I've struggled at the time when I was with the camera in my hand experimenting it before I bought it was, how the hell do I get to manual mode? So I just turned it on and I was flipping through the modes, and I was, okay, I have an AV, that's aperture priority, TV, time priority, I have a bulb, once again standard, a P and a program. P, program, what gives? But never mind, that's something I can find out later. But no manual mode, and I was just flipping, and the guy was not also very familiar with the camera. He had it on the shelf, so he had not used it. So I was looking, but well, but when you flip, I was flipping through this and I could not find a manual mode anywhere. But I see an M here, so I was, okay, I just figured out later, and I did figure it out later. So in order to be in, so if you flip through the mode, you just hit the mode button here and you just flip through it. See there? Okay. There's a little M there. There's an M there. So in order to get to manual mode, full manual, like you can set the aperture yourself and the aperture yourself. The funny thing is, if you flip through the modes, the M it's always there. It's kind of weird. And if you flip through the aperture ring here, you'll see nothing actually changes on the aperture blades. And was kind of, what the hell? But then I thought, well, probably something I can figure out later, and I did. So just flip this one method I found. I'm still discovering feature on the camera. You just flip this here. So let me put the aperture ring here. So if you flip this, Um, in order to get this in full manual, you just, if you flip this here, you'll see the aperture blades closing. Now I can control the aperture. So in order to put this in full manual, that's at least when you can control everything yourself. It's one way I found out to be the best way for me, is you just flip this. Now I have a little symbol there, which is kind of representing the like the aperture blades. See there? Now you can control the aperture through this. See the blades opening and closing. And you put the mode into time mode. Now in TV. Now this controls the shutter speed, and this controls the aperture. So that's how I figured out to be fully manual, and that's kind of what I've understood through the manual to get there. It's the best way. If you have a better way, if you have a better way, just let me know. And obviously, you can put the lens into fully automatic. Okay. And now you can control the time value here, or we can control the aperture value here. So we're going to put this into 2.5. Okay, so this is not, the blades will be permanently at max aperture. It will be closes when I take the picture. So I will take one picture for you guys to see. So I have some film there, and I have the meters. I have the spot meter, the area meter, and all that stuff, and have the ISO setting, and also have the program which lets you to the camera has some pre-built settings for blurring the background, shooting long distance, but I don't really use that, but it's nice to know this sort of a camera already has that. The new digital cameras you can set the scene mode where you can, okay, blur the background, camera, do everything for me. This one already has it, which is kind of surprising. Then we have the high speed mode. Well, the high speed mode is 4.5 frames per second, if not mistaken. So you can burn through a film in really quick. So it's nice for sports. And we have single, we have timer, we have battery checks, we have all the usual features. So let me just take a picture of you guys. So I'm going to set this to 6.7 and let the camera figure out the aperture. Let me see if I can put the shutter more visible. Well, where's the light? I need light. Okay, there was a spot here. I was let me see. See, so he controls the shutter speed, and everything is set by the camera because I was in aperture priority. Okay, I can also set this by hand, so let me do this. So I'm going to set the aperture by hand, the time value, something. I'm going to put this 1.8, 500. I will focus. And take a shot. So inside the shutter, I can also see the sort of a light scale. It's not very precise, but it works. And also the aperture and speed information. Okay. So there you go. Let me take a shot here. Am I in focus? Nope. Now I am in focus. Now I'm going to put myself into aperture priority. Okay, and let the camera decide the shutter speed. So it's telling me 500 of a second. Dude, do you hear that? Oh man, it sounds so good. Let me put this on the aperture priority value. Let me put this at f2.5. Woo, man, it sounds so good, man. I love it. Okay, I'll just stop rambling about the camera. So if you get this for the correct pricing, where's my camera? My lens cover. So it feels good. It looks good. it's like a tank, as the nickname says. So I will not make this video too long. So Canon T90, I love it. I love how it feels. I love that it uses AA batteries, has the batteries. It's very easy to obtain. You can get it rechargeable. You can just drop in your bag a few spares. And a set of 4 can go through something like 30 rolls or something like that. Something stupidly amazing. So the lenses, these are FD lenses, and this one here. And dude, you can find them nice and cheap, and they are high quality, and the camera feels great. So if you are in the market for a Canon T90, if you can find it for the correct pricing, just go ahead and buy it. Don't hesitate it. You're going to feel really happy with it. Just put the roll through it. I have shot a couple of rolls, but the roll was kind of weird because that roll was started with one camera. I passed on to second camera. Now I passed on to this one. So it kind of went. It was a kind of a test roll for cameras. It kind of was kind of weird. But I will put one shot now. Because the value of this camera, it's about the body itself. The lenses, you know, they are good. So that's what gives you the quality of the image. But I'll put here one. I have put the image here as an example. So thank you guys for watching this. If you want to T90, go ahead, and if you can find it for the correct pricing, it's awesome. Get it and enjoy it. Thank you. See you next time.